So you just woke up and you're starving. After all, the human body does burn calories while we sleep. You walk into your kitchen because, you're big hungry, and then you open it, your refrigerator, where you store your eggs, your orange juice, your bacon, your leftovers from last night. It doesn't really matter. It's capable of preserving a lot. As you take out ingredients, you take a pause and wonder, what is this food preserving wonder tech I'm currently rummaging through like a raccoon through a dumpster? Well, that is the focus of today's video, so stay tuned as we explore what exactly is a refrigerator. My trusty AI here defines a refrigerator as the following. A refrigerator is an appliance or compartment that is artificially kept cool, typically by mechanical means, and used to store food, drinks, and life-saving medicines, among other things, at a low temperature to prevent spoilage. Pretty straightforward. Did you know that before electricity and all its glory, civilizations used various ingenious methods to harvest and store ice? Some examples being ice houses, aka insulated pits or buildings packed with winter ice and snow. These were used by ancient cultures such as the Chinese, Greeks, and Romans to keep food cold throughout the summer. Yakchulas, ancient Persian evaporative coolers built with thick, heat-resistant mud brick domes. They used subterranean storage and wind catchers to freeze and store ice in the desert of all places. Now that's impressive. Spring houses, small structures built over natural flowing springs where the constant cool water temperature protected dairy and meat. Zier pots, double clay pot cooling systems that used water evaporation to keep vegetables fresh in hot, dry climates. These people were very innovative. But why? Why do we even need refrigeration in the first place? Well, you see, refrigeration slows down the growth of bacteria, molds, and yeasts that cause food spoilage, as stated earlier, and foodborne illnesses. Most harmful bacteria thrive in the danger zone. No, not the Top Gun song, genius, but rather the temperature between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, or 4 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius, depending on which method you use. Either way, dropping the temperature to below 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius drastically delays microbial reproduction and enzymatic chemical reactions, keeping food fresh and safe for much longer. Invention and evolution. The development of the modern refrigerator was a gradual process involving several inventors. Number 1, William Cullen, 1755. In 1755, while serving as a professor of chemistry, William Cullen demonstrated the first artificial refrigeration at the University of Glasgow. He did this by creating a partial vacuum over diethyl ether. So what does that mean? Why is it important? Basically, he filled a sealed container with ether and pumped out most of the air, creating a vacuum. With so little air present, the ether quickly evaporated, pulling heat from itself and its surroundings, making it cold enough to produce ice. This was the first successful demonstration of artificial refrigeration, proving that humans could create cold using science instead of relying on naturally occurring ice or snow. Side comment, I wonder if his was one of those boring, drawn out chemistry classes that most of us had. Number 2, Oliver Evans, 1805. Oliver Evans designed the first closed cycle vapor compression refrigeration system, aka the basic concept still used in most refrigerators today. Although he never built a working machine, his design showed how a refrigerant could continuously circulate through a sealed system, absorbing heat from one place and releasing it somewhere else. His blueprint became the foundation that later inventors used to build the first practical refrigerators. Number 3. Jacob Perkins, 1834. Jacob Perkins here built the first working vapor compression refrigeration system, basing it on Evans' design, of course, and also securing the first patent for the technology. Unlike previous concepts, Perkins proved that artificial refrigeration could actually work, earning him the title of the father of refrigeration and also laying the foundation for modern refrigerating systems. Number 4. John Gorrie, 1842. John Gorrie created a mechanical system to create ice for cooling air in hospital rooms. This was to treat patients with diseases like yellow fever, for example. At a time when there was no air conditioner, he believed cooler temperatures could improve patient care, and he was correct. In doing so, he demonstrated that refrigeration could save lives as well as preserve food. Number 5. Carl von Linde, 1876. He patented and improved the process for liquefying gas, making refrigeration safer and commercially viable for breweries and factories. His innovations made refrigeration safer, more reliable, and practical for large-scale use in breweries, as stated earlier. So all you beer drinkers, toast Carl next time you're out, as well as factories and eventually food production, helping transform refrigeration from an experimental technology into a commercial success. Number 6. Fred W. Wolf, 1913. Fred Wolf invented the first home electric refrigerator, the Dom-Ellery, short for Domestic Electric Refrigerator. Rather than being a completely new appliance, it was an electric refrigeration unit mounted on top of a traditional icebox. This marked an important step in the transition from ice-cooled storage to the fully electric refrigerators we use today. Number 7. Frigidaire and General Electric, 1918 to 1927. Between 1918 and 1927, Frigidaire began mass-producing self-contained electric refrigerators, making them more practical for everyday homes. Then, in 1927, General Electric introduced the monitor-top refrigerator, which became the first widely adopted household refrigerator and helped bring electric refrigeration into homes across America. Impact on society. As you might imagine, the refrigerator fundamentally reshaped human civilization. It revolutionized global trade by allowing perishable goods to be transported over long distances. This created worldwide agricultural markets. It also changed urban geography by freeing cities from relying solely on nearby food sources, allowing them to grow far beyond what local farms could support. Beyond food, refrigeration also transformed modern medicine by making the safe storage and transportation of vaccines, blood, organs, and many temperature-sensitive medicines possible. Together, these advances change the way food and medical supplies are not only produced, but also transported and distributed, making refrigeration one of the essential technologies that supports modern civilization. Normally, I do 5 common uses for the technology. I'm going to omit that part today, as I found myself repeating the same things in multiple categories, i.e. the common uses, the benefits, the drawbacks, etc. Plus, I really don't want to make a whole ass theater-length movie, just a YouTube video. Guess I'm being a rebel today, even though it's my own damn channel. Cool like that. Moving on, I will, however, be doing the 5 benefits, the ones that I consider to be the biggest. In fact, here we go. Number 1, food preservation. As stated before, refrigerators drastically slow the growth of bacteria and mold, allowing food to stay fresh and edible for much longer periods of time. This reduces spoilage, extends their life, and helps families waste less food. I mean, shit's expensive. Have you seen grocery prices lately? Beef alone is like 3/4 of your soul. But at least it's refrigerated, I guess. Number 2, improved food safety. By keeping food at safe temperatures, they reduce the risk of harmful bacteria capable of causing foodborne illnesses, everything from salmonella to Escherichia, aka E. coli, and more. And to be honest with you, when I was writing this script, there were like 3 or 4 other ones, but the names were so ridiculous to try and say, I just left them out. Anyway, to be honest, I had not even heard of some of these before researching this video, but after looking into them, I'm glad refrigeration helps slow their growth long enough that we can actually eat. Number 3, medical storage. Refrigeration allows vaccines, medicines, blood, organs, etc. for transplant, and many laboratory samples to be stored safely, making modern healthcare and life-saving treatments even possible. Number 4, global food distribution. Refrigeration makes it possible to transport fresh fruits and vegetables, dairy products, meat and seafood over long distances, giving people variety and access to foods from around the world throughout the year. Number 5, everyday convenience. Refrigeration allows us to safely store leftovers, prepare meals in advance, and keep food fresh for days, hell, even weeks in some cases, making daily life more convenient and reducing the need for daily grocery shopping. Or, since so many people order food online so often, it allows us to store the leftovers for a few days and never touch them again. Just order new food to replace it the very next day, and just end up throwing what's left out anyway. But at least, we can keep it cold until we probably end up wasting it. Drawbacks. It goes without saying that with the benefits come the drawbacks. In fact, here are 5 of the big ones. Number 1, dependency on electricity. Refrigerators run great until they don't. A continuous supply of electricity is needed for them to operate. During power outages, food and medicine can spoil quickly, making refrigeration one of the first modern conveniences people lose during emergencies. Number 2, environmental impact. Every day, refrigerators consume electricity. Older refrigerants, like the CFCs and HFCs, actually damaged the ozone layer. While modern refrigerants are much safer, thankfully, they still contribute to energy use and pull from the energy grids, as well as contributing to greenhouse emissions. Number 3, mechanical failure. Like any machine, they can break down without warning. Compressor failures, refrigerant leaks, or electrical problems. These can all lead to costly repairs and the loss of valuable food and temperature-sensitive medicines. Number 4, hidden food waste. While they do extend the life of food, they also encourage people to forget what's inside. Leftovers and fresh produce are pushed to the back of the shelves, where they eventually spoil and are thrown out. Like that sweet and sour chicken you ordered on your birthday last month and you never finished. That one right there. Number 5, false sense of food safety. While refrigeration does slow the growth of most bacteria, it doesn't kill them or make spoiled food safe to eat. If that stroganoff in the back is green and furry, the fridge cannot help with that. Throw it out. It's not going to give you superpowers, I promise. Well, other than the ability to contract food poisoning and stay up all night with diarrhea, severe stomach cramps, and vomiting, maybe the ability to pass out faster than a speeding bullet. So that covers the present and the past. But what about the future? Here we finish up with 5 ways refrigerators might evolve in the future. Number 1, AI powered food management. Bachelors, this one's going to be for you. Future fridges may use artificial intelligence and internal cameras to recognize every item inside, track expiration dates, suggest recipes, even create grocery lists, and automatically order replacement items before you can even run out. Number 2, magnetic refrigeration. Instead of using traditional refrigerant gases and compressors, future fridges may cool using magnetic materials. This tech could make them quieter, more energy efficient, and far more environmentally friendly. So in other words, no more dangerous ass tears in the ozone layer. We kinda need that intact. Number 3, self-cleaning, self-sterilizing interiors. Advanced fridges may use ultraviolet light, antimicrobial surfaces, and automated cleaning systems, all to not only kill bacteria, but reduce odors and keep the interior clean, with little to no effort from the user, who apparently won't be bothered to do it themselves. I mean, who needs a clean, bacteria and microbe-free area around our food anyway, right? Number 4, smart energy integration. Future refrigerators might actually communicate directly with the electrical grid and your home's solar panels or battery system. That's cool. Automatically adjusting their energy usage to reduce costs. That's even cooler. While also helping to stabilize the power grid. Don't really know how long energy companies are actually going to let this fly, especially if these things are actually saving consumers money, but we'll see. And finally, number 5, refrigeration beyond Earth. As humans establish long-term bases on the moon and eventually Mars, highly efficient refrigerators will become essential for preserving food, medicines, scientific samples, biological materials, maybe even humans in cryosleep, in some of the harshest environments ever explored. And there you have it, folks. Refrigerators in a nutshell. Now you know exactly what it is keeping your food cold and fresh. If you like the content of this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you will be alerted every time I upload a short or video. And feel free to check out some of the other tech that I've covered. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.